Hello and welcome everybody. I'm here today in Port Sulphur, particularly speaking Happy Jack Marina. I'm here to the right on Martin Lane and I will be walking the marsh today to be able to access the fish. It's not something that I suggest doing. It's not an easy walk, and I brought some waterproof casing for my phone as well as a quick to-go tackle box for everything that I might possibly need. I'm taking two rods out there, my ultralight and my medium, and then I have some dead shrimp that we're going to be throwing as well as some artificials. So let's go ahead and take this walk. So far there's somewhat of a trail, but then there's these ponds that I kind of gotta stay away from. Just walking through straight marsh here. Ooh, it's getting soft, y'all. I might sink. Yep. There's some holes right there that could swallow me. Gotta watch out. Looks like it gets deep right there. Ooh, it's super wet right there. I'm trying my hardest to just walk the edges here. There's water everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Ooh, getting real soft. Not much solid ground here. Yep. There it is. I'm wet. Ooh. There it is again. This is definitely what I expected, so there's a lot of bait in these. I didn't bring my cast net though. Too heavy. The more solid marsh, the better. Oh snap. Opens up right here. Oh snap. My first obstacle. This is probably extremely soft. Oh, too soft. Okay, we gotta stick to marsh. These ponds are going to be a challenge. If I could just stay on these little pieces of marsh, I could have a chance of making it. There we go. Oh, snap. Y'all, I might have to crawl. Yep. Right when I say that, I'm knee deep. This is hard, y'all. Looks like they got some water here, but it's not deep in the slightest. It's just straight mud. Alright. I gotta have a plan. Maybe keep the reels on the bucket and just waddle through this. There we go. Nothing but knee motion right here. It's a good workout, actually. Made a little too good. Okay. Sounds like I just scared some sort of creature. Or I don't know if that was my own wake. But we found some solid marsh. Let's get on to it. If you can't find anywhere solid, it's problematic. Oh, as I say that, I come across another pond. Looks like I have an opportunity to jump over this one. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Ooh, right into one of the canals. Oh, God. All right. Another massive obstacle here. I see some shells. Maybe it's somewhat solid. I don't know. Let's get back in position. Oh, and we're sinking. But the water looks good here. I could potentially stop and fish here for a moment. Still trying to cross. I don't know how deep this one gets. Might have to get to that knee pattern, knee motion. It's a little deeper here. Deeper and more solid as well. As of this moment, I am currently walking. Oh, it's a little more solid over here. Okay, I take that back. Oh, I think I just spooked the redfish. Didn't see a tail, but some sort of predator just moved. It's not the only predator here. This is kind of easier since it's more solid here. I might cruise here for a little bit. Okay, never mind. I'm getting back on that marsh. Marsh is just like a magnet. Throw my rods in there, they just get stuck. Throw myself in there, just get stuck. Oh, God. Not quite there yet. But we will be soon. nice big hole right here. I'm gonna try to walk around it. Ooh, marsh gets kind of big right here. It's actually difficult to walk. Okay, I'm losing solid ground again. I'm gonna have to take massive steps. Oh, or that will happen. Oh, looks incredibly soft right here. Yep. Alright, I gotta catch my breath. Wow, some of these are fairly big. Back to the knee. Oh, almost had a malfunction there. Back to my knees. Having a bucket is extremely advantageous. It gives me that additional buoyancy that I typically wouldn't have. Now we don't want to lose that by getting water in it, so I gotta be cautious. One hand's going in there. I gotta pull back up on the marsh shell. Sheesh. Marsh, I need your magnet abilities. Throw those a little deeper. There we are. Back to another hole. Let's see how far we are from the spot. Oh no. Okay, I thought it loaded wrong for a moment. Had me worried. Okay, so we got some grass, we got one cut, and then we're basically there. Technically, yeah, it'd be easiest if I hit this big piece and just walk to the right of it. But I'll be there after that. Straight till I have a big opening and then immediate right. I should have brought some towels. Got a little bit of water in the dry compartment. That's never good. But it's a minute amount, so it should not be problematic. What I really needed was a backpack or something to hold these rods. Would have been insane, because if I could just use both hands freely, that would be a game changer. Let's stick to the plan. Try to stay towards the big pieces of marsh. Okay, this isn't too bad. I just gotta find that main opening. Ooh. This is what adventure's all about. Typically it's about following a trail that's already made, but true adventure and excitement is created when you create your own trail. Okay, we got another spot where I might have to jump. To be honest, I'm running out of energy to jump, but we'll be all right. Another jump. Sheesh, the marsh don't play. I believe we're at the big opening. Yes, indeed we are. I see some shells on the edge. Wow, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. So we're just gonna take a hard right. Follow this bank for as far as we can. I don't see any redfish tailing, but that doesn't mean they're not here. Well, I could tell you. Oh, shit. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. Somebody's crab trap. I wish this was closer to the spot. Oh, that's ingrained in there. Wow. Oh, you gotta watch your step. Wonder how long that's been there for. Oh shit. Oh my god, y'all. One of the marsh was sliding on my back. And it felt like some sort of critter. I'm here by the opening, but I gotta cross over here. And it's sort of deep. Oh my god, I just spooked the red. That definitely looked like a red. Real shallow right here. Almost at the marsh. Ooh. All right, let's proceed. Got a good amount of shells here. That's always a good sign. Not me just going straight in. It'd be nice to find a school of redfish. Got a little deep there. Does it ever even get deep over here? More water. Yay. Not much of it. Still not walkable. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy all through this. Toss. Give it a good toss. Because of the angle, this one's not really. Oh no. We got one more piece of marsh up there. Let's just shimmy our way to that one. So they were right here. This is what my source leads to. Somewhere around here. They're probably going to be by that tide line. Let's check the maps. See how close we are to the pin. So right there, I might be one opening away. I don't think so though, I walked a good bit. Second opening to the left. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, second opening to the left. It should be somewhere right here. Maybe curve a little bit more to that right where that current is. We'll try one cast over here. Since this does look somewhat promising, why not give it a shot? Plus the other spot isn't even far, so let's flip this so it doesn't get water all over and make sure. Alright, take that out. A moment. Make sure I don't want the tackle getting wet. Let's put it back in there. I don't see a single redfish tailing though. Let's get ourselves a dead shrimp. Cast it on my ultralight. I really do like how it looks a little bit more to the right, but this is the spot. Shouldn't be too far, so they're within this area. I don't see anything actively feeding though. That's a little discouraging. Oh, it's shallow. I hit the bottom real quick. I'm gonna cast a little bit more to the right. I see some more current there. Definitely cut myself a little bit. That looks minor. I don't even have a lot of line on this reel, so that's not helpful. I'm trying to bounce this shrimp a little, but it feels like it's in mud. I don't see how I could catch him here unless I was sight fishing. I'll give one cast to the right while I get a little bit more insight. Just let this one sit. Oh, there's a pretty cool cork right here. I might keep that. Oh, it's tied up. I'll fiddle with that later. We're probably closer to that curve where it's a little deeper. Let's see. Gonna hug around towards the right more. That could possibly be where they're at or where they're closer to. Trying to spot any signs of action, movement, more current, anything that would provide enough. Any disruptions, really. Apparently I'm here too late. That was something. Well, got all the insight I can. Might be too close to the end of the tide though, so that's how crucial timing is when it comes to fishing. Close that up. Something looks like it's playing with it, but it looks really small. These waters currently look dead. Let's see if I can move it around a little bit. But it's so muddy. There has to be like this one little cut or something that they're hitting at. I'll try this cut behind me. That feels kind of too shallow too. Oh, it feels a little deeper. Might let that sit for a moment. Oh, that was some action right there. Whatever that was, that looked good. Maybe we are in the right spot, just not using the right technique. That's always a possibility. I'll kind of run this across. Lost a piece of my shrimp there, but should be a good enough amount on the hook to still get a bite. So I'm just gonna drag it on the bottom here, see if I can find any redfish. Doesn't look too promising. Getting a little bit of mud on the hook, that's never encouraging. Let that kind of sit. Nothing's picking that up. I'm gonna have to cut around to the right. So someone's lure. Oh, look like someone's lure on the crop trap. Another crop trap over here. That's honestly what I gotta be careful for. It's crazy, you're out in nature, you think you gotta watch out for nature, but no.